walking down the hall and back in here and down the hall and back in here because I kept forgetting something. And by the time I would get down the hall, I couldn't remember what I had went down there for. So I kept coming in here and like, oh, I need it and I need to go back. And you know what I was missing? The camera. Hi guys, this is Kelly and I wanted to make another video in the How I Got Published series. This is part 2. If you want to watch part 1, click here. Fancy. Okay, I'll wait. Let you watch it. Okay, so now that you've watched the first video, you know that I started my first book, which ended up being Crossing the Deep, and I started it in November of 2011. It was a NaNoWriMo book. Yay, NaNoWriMo! The best thing in the world. Maybe not the best thing in the world, but pretty close in authordom. By the way, I had the hardest time trying to figure out what kind of hair I wanted for this video. So, oh my gosh, is that great? So, I just put it up in a ponytail because in March of 2012, I started the query process. Woo! If anybody is in the query process, bless you. It is so scary and so exciting, but it's like, woo. Two places I used was agentquery.com and querytracker.com to find people in my genre. Now, my first book was a young adult Christian book. My first few books were young adult Christian. I still write young adult some, not so much the Christian part, but that's a whole nother video. Not that I'm still am, just not whole nother video, Kelly. Anyway, the point is, search those sites for the genre that you write. That was the point of that. April 2012. I hope I said 2012 on the other thing. If not, it was. Is this a good idea? Is this video a good idea? Was querying a good idea? I have my Batman Forever question marks. So many questions. Anyway, 2012 in April is when the rejections started coming in. And you know how fun rejections are? They're not fun. But I got them. And just like I bet you, unless you're like the most awesomest person in the world, which I'm sure you might be, even if you are the most awesome person in the world, you could query the agent that don't do your genre, and it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So the rejections started rolling in, and I was very sad. In May of 2012, I got the never give up, never surrender attitude. I figured I had worked so hard on this book. I had gone through 5 revisions. That's a lot for me. I don't know how many you went through, but I went through 5. And I decided if I was going to do that much work, by golly, this thing was getting published. So I did. I've got this. But then, that's the I got this shoulder. Then you have the other dude going, really? Maybe I got this. Maybe. In that time, I got a few nibbles, but I didn't get any bites. I had a few interested agents. I had a few full requests and a few partial requests. It just didn't pan out, which I blame all on me, really. So, and it just wasn't a good fit. If it was meant to happen, it would have happened. Tweet that. If it's meant to happen, it'll happen. Kelly Martin, 2015. I don't think I was the first person to say that, but I said it now. Anyway, didn't happen. So, I started looking from agents to small presses because I didn't know about small presses to start with, but I did toward the end. And I thought I would query small presses and see what happened. Do you know what's going to come up next? In June of 2012, I got the email. Now, some agents do call for you talk. A lot of times for small presses, you get the email. Oh my gosh. When I opened that, it was from Australia Press. When I opened it up, and they were like, we want to publish your book, there were no words. But I will try to put some in here. I could have done a Tom Cruise jumping up on the couch thing right then. I was so excited. I'm pretty sure I called everybody that I knew and told them all about it. And they were like, yay! What does that mean? Is that awesome? Should we be happy? The problem, and there was a problem, was that I had 2 offers. Horrible, horrible problem to have. And I had to pick which one I wanted to go with. I ended up going with Australia Press. And after a little bit of back and forth talking, in July of 2012, I signed my first publishing contract. That's not really it. But I was so excited. I think I was shaking when I signed it. And then I sent it back. And I was very happy. So, like I said, I wrote the first word in November of 2011, and I signed the contract in June of 2012, which is not very bad. Some people do it faster, some people do it worse. This is just how I did it. I feel very Mr. Audrey. I don't know why. Maybe this was not a good color brush. I am going on a tangent. I'm so sorry. This will be continued because this is already going almost at 8 minutes by the time I get finished with the closing. So part 3 will be what happened after the sign of the contract, edits, when it first came out, and I don't know if it'll be a part 4, but then I'm going to talk about what happened after that and the books I had after that and self-publishing books and all of that awesome stuff. So I hope you liked this video. I hope it was informative, and I hope it gave you some kind of a goal or a target or something writerly. If you don't get anything out of this, genres are important. Look up agents that are in your genre. Agent query, there's a gnat. Squirrel. Agentquery.com and querytracker.com are awesome. Use it. And yeah, good luck to you. Leave a comment and tell me how you are in your writing journey. If you're querying, or if you did PitMad today, hashtag PitMad on Twitter, or if you've done any of those, I want to know about it. I want to chat. Anything you have, any questions, any writer questions, leave them in the comments. I'm usually always on YouTube. I am usually always on YouTube when I'm not writing. So anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, I would love it. And thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye, world.